Good morning, everybody. This is Bankim Joarda, the Food Production in Charge, Institute of Hotel Management. So welcome on this E-class of food production for the third and fourth semester, that is second year BSc HHA. Today, for the first time, we are coming on this virtual platform for giving you the demonstration on Maharashtrian cuisine. This is the menu which places number 1 as per the serial number in the NCHMCT syllabus. So today, by taking care of all the precautionary measures which have been asked by the honorable government to take care of regarding the hygiene and all. So today we will give you the 3 demo of the dishes. The first dish will be of Patrani Machi. The second dish will be of Koshimbi, it's a Maharashtrian salad. And the third dish will be a sweet, that is Basundi. So let me tell you what is Maharashtrian cuisine. Maharashtra is situated on the western part of India, and it has got at least 3 different sections which are divided in various regions, which I have already mentioned in my blog, that is www.qtktheorypractical.blogspot.com. In that you can go and you can get the knowledge about it. But as far as the practical class is concerned, we will concern much more about the basic things which are followed for the preparation of the practical sessions. So first of all, I will tell you what is Patrani Machi. Patrani Machi has originated from the states of Gujarat, you can say the states of Maharashtra and the lower part of Rajasthan also. It's very famous on the western part of MP also, and Patrani Machi is not the dish which is restricting itself within these states, but it has got various other names also. In Bengal, if you go, there will be known by the name of fish paturi. So similarly, we have got this particular dish in Maharashtra. So I will tell you what are the various ingredients used for the preparation of Patrani Machi. Just have a look at this plate. We have got the main ingredient, that is the fish, which is boneless, which is filleted and made into small pieces. In your first year level, you have learnt about the darne cut of the fish, and the fish should be either singara, that is a local fish in Madhya Pradesh, or else you can also go for the bhetki or any kind of fish which is boneless. Okay, the fish has been marinated by using lemon juice, a little bit turmeric powder can be used, and salt to taste. I will tell you one thing, that fish is not marinated in continental style. This is because it is Indian and we can add little bit of turmeric. Now let me clarify what is the use of turmeric. The turmeric here, it's not being used as a coloring agent. This is being used as a germ killer, and salt is being used as salt is being used as a germ killer, and turmeric here is being used as an antiseptic agent. So after that, we have got the remaining ingredients: salt, that is NaCl, the white colored material. Then we have got the flavoring agent, that is pudina patta, that is mint leaves. Then we have got the fresh coconut, you can grate it or make paste out of it. Then we have got the whole cumin seeds. Then we have got coriander leaves, the green chili fresh. Then we have got the lemon wedge. Apart from that, we have got this banana squares. It is a fresh banana leaf. Those who hail from village, they are having a lot of knowledge about it. But if you just hold it in this way, you will see the 2 sides of banana leaves. The first side, that is the front side, is little bit slippery, and the back side is little bit rough. Okay, so what you will do is, you will take the banana leaves and cut a square out of it, and it must look like this. Now before that, what you have to do is, you have to warm it little bit on open flame on the gas or on the chula. The reason behind it is, if there is some possibility of residing some germs or bacteria or any carcinogenic material, that will get killed. That is the main purpose behind it. Okay, I'm coming to it after some time. Then after that, for the making of the paste of this Patrani Machi, you just have a look at this paste. This is a smooth paste which is green in color. Now this paste is made by using the all the ingredients which have been used on the thali. So what you will do is, you will take all the ingredients together. Make sure before that you wash them very thoroughly, and make another point very clear, that the stem part of the mint leaves and the stem part of the coriander leaves should be totally removed. Otherwise, you will have a dull effect when that will go inside your face, in your mouth, and you will not be able to enjoy it. Fine. After that, by placing inside all these ingredients inside the mixer grinder, you can get a paste like this. The consistency will be like this. Okay. And in order to increase the keeping quality of this paste, you can add mustard oil into it, you can add little bit of salt into it, and of course you can add lemon juice into it. It will increase the keeping quality of the paste. Now coming back, now let us take the fish in this way, and inside the hand you just pat both the sides, or else what you can do is on the chopping board you can just press it in this way, so that if there is any chance of like a gap or water or air inside, that will come out properly. Slowly you can press it, and after that you can take a banana leaf in this way, take the paste and place the paste on the banana leaf, make a bed. Make sure when you are making the bed, the thickness of the paste should be well maintained. Then take the fish piece, okay. Then once again, if you want, you can spread little bit of the paste on the top. Make sure that the fish piece is completely covered inside the paste, otherwise the taste enhancement will not take place. Now on the next session of activity, what we will do is make a book fold like this. If some paste is coming out, you can take it off. Then take a thread, give a knot, and the knot should be like this. When you open the knot, there should not be any lot of labor you have to give, because on the plate of the guest, when you will remove the knot, there should not be any accident take place on the plate of the guest. Then on the right hand side, you again fold it very carefully. Make sure that the spice is not coming out. And wrap it very carefully and make a knot by inserting the end of the thread in such a way so that it does not open. But make sure if it is coming out, you can make use of another thread. Our main objective is to not allow the spice to come out. Now just have a look at this. This should be the end product just before sending it inside the oven. This is the end product which is still raw in state. What we will do is we will apply the steaming process of cooking method, and we will place it inside the oven by setting the temperature, and it will take maximum 20 to 25 minutes. I will tell you one more method of preparation. What you can do is, you might have seen this rice colander in your first year level, which has got a lot of holes below. So what you can do is, you can take a container and fill the container half with water and allow the container to place on the gas range in high flame. And when the container will start boiling, the water inside it, you take the strainer, rice strainer, and inside the rice strainer, you place all these pieces side by side. I will tell you, say for example, say these are the two pieces we have placed. Now if you want to cook it on inside the oven, you can place it directly inside the oven, or else what you can do is, the thing which I am placing on the tray, you can place it on the rice colander which has got a number of holes. Say for example, this is the rice colander having number of holes, and then in that, after that what you will do is, you will place the whole thing on the boiling water at 100 degrees centigrade and cover from the top by using a plain plate sort of thing, so that the steam cannot escape out. But here we are going to follow the process of steam cooking inside the combi oven. So the thing is little bit different. So just have a look how we are placing it side by side. Make sure that in between each and every wrapped piece of the fish, there should be a gap of at least 1 to 1.5 centimeter. Why? The reason is, if there is any expansion, if there is any evaporation or spillage, the other pieces should not get hurt, or the other pieces should not be spoiled. That is the main reason behind it. Never place one thing above another. That will be a wrong conception. Now, just have an idea. Say what you can do is, you can fill all the gaps. Here we have got sufficient gap for 2 more, but we will adjust the gap in this way. The more is the gap, the more is the chances of less accidents or less spoilage of the dishes. Now, just have a look. This is combi oven. Inside the oven, the temperature is all set. So I'm just putting it inside the combi oven. You can place it anywhere in this way. Okay. Then I'm closing it. And after the certain time period, somewhere around 15 to 20 minutes here, we will just take it out, and after that we will show how the dish looks like. Thank you. So let us wait for that, and we will switch over to the next session. Good evening. I am Bankim Joardar once again before you on this virtual platform for giving you the demo on another Maharashtrian dish that is called Koshimbir. Koshimbir is nothing but a salad which is made in Maharashtrian style. In this salad, all the ingredients which are eaten raw and seasonally available are used. In this salad, we also use the other ingredients such as freshly grated coconut. We use tempering. We use green chili slit or chopped can be used. Then soaked moong dal without skin, chopped coriander leaves, salt, small cubes of cucumber, small cubes of onion. Then we have got, for the ingredients of tempering, just have a look at this plate: mustard seeds, asafoetida, lemon wedge for adding at the end, then dry red chili broken into 2 to 3 pieces and deseeded, and the curry leaves. Now, Koshimbir is a salad, as I have told you, that is used by using the seasonally available vegetables, and all the vegetables should be eaten raw. The cuts of the vegetables matter a lot. In many places, the cut is simply dices, and in many places, the cut used is that of jardiniere cut that you have learnt in your first year level. There is no cooking part involved in it, except the making of the tempering and adding at the end. Everything is mixed raw in a bowl, and the tempering is added at the end, and then it is served as a Maharashtrian salad. This is a very good source of roughage, and those who are suffering from constipation, are suffering from not perfect gastrointestinal movement, for them this salad serves lot of roughage and which helps you to remain fit biologically. Now what I will do is, I will take all the ingredients in this bowl. So this is a bowl, and this is a mixing spoon. So you can use any kind of bowl, any kind of mixing spoon. So what I will do is, I will take the cuts of the cucumber and transfer inside the bowl. I will take the onion cubes, transfer inside the bowl. Now at this stage, I will give you some hints that at this stage you can also use the cubes of tomato, cubes of carrot, cubes of turnip, cubes of kakdi, or any vegetables which are again available raw in the market but fresh. Apart from that, we will add moong dal soaked overnight inside the water and make sure that the moong dals become soft. So what you can do is you can chew few pieces of the moong dal under your teeth so that you come to know that the moong dals have been well soaked. Add green chili chopped, you can say roughly chopped. If the green chili is kept little bigger in size, it does not matter. Then add the coriander leaves chopped. Make sure that the coriander leaves chopped are freshly made. Otherwise, it will take blackish tinge. Blackish color will be there. Though it is not harmful, but it will change the look of the dish. Then we have got freshly grated coconut. You can see the coconuts are grated in such a way so that it gives you a long shape. Within this, we will transfer some salt. Now, within this, what you can do is, you can also add little bit of moongfali or seeng dana, which is abundantly grown in the states of Gujarat and Maharashtra. So, we are not adding seeng dana out here because it's not available out here. So, apart from that, we have almost mixed all the ingredients. Mix them together. Now, preliminary, the mixture is ready. Now we will have a tempering to add from the top. So just proceed for the tempering. Take a frying pan, add some refined oil. Make sure it is not very less or it's not very bigger in quantity. Smear the container for some time. Let it be a little bit hot. So how will you know the oil is hot or not? Just place your palm on the oil. If it gives you a heated up sensation, you come to know the fact the oil is almost hot and fit for adding the tempering ingredients. Okay, it's hot enough. So what we will do is, we will take turn by turn dry red chili whole, mustard seeds, curry leaves and hing. So you can hear the popping sound. The things are popping up and the flavor is coming out. If you are making the portion for a smaller number, you can just tilt the pan in this way and make sure all the things are well sauteed. Yes. Now the flavor has started coming out. Just take the entire pan and transfer inside the Cochin salad. Switch off the gas. Mix it properly and apply some lemon juice from the top. Make sure that the lemon juice should not be enough so that it becomes extremely sour. I've added the lemon juice. Now, what is the function of the lemon juice? Let me tell you. Lemon juice has got acid inside it, it will help the thing, that is the salad, to increase its keeping quality. Now just have a look. The salad is almost complete. Now we will show you the plating. Now the question is how to serve this salad. See, in your first year level, you have studied courses of menu. Now if you want to serve this salad as an accompaniment, it has to be served along with the dish, or if you want to serve as an appetizer, you can. Now the presentation is ready. Just have a look at the plate. This is a simple presentation of Kosimbir. Kosimbir can be served as a salad like this, or else if you want, you can serve Kosimbir as an appetizer also. Kosimbir, as because this is a salad, it can increase your appetite if you serve it in the form of appetizer or starter. Okay, so if you have got any question regarding this dish, you have got my email ID bankim1968@gmail.com. You can send me your request so that I can satisfy the query if there is any, or else you can learn it from here. This is a very easy dish. You can learn it by person or by presenting inside the class when the session of COVID-19 will be over. Thank you very much. Good day.
सर उनको खत्म हो जाना है क्या करें? उनकी आवाज़ आ रही है उनकी।
Good evening. Once again, I am Bankim Joardar in front of you with a new dish that is called Basundi. Now, let me clarify the fact what is Basundi. Basundi has got an origin of the states of Gujarat and Maharashtra, and both the states are expert in making Basundi. Basundi is a sweetened and flavored milk which is semi-thick in nature. For making Basundi, we need good quality of cow's milk, or buffalo's milk can also be used. You have to strain the milk, boil it till it reduces to almost half, and then the good chefs, they will never use mawa, but if the quality of the milk is not very good, you can use Milkmaid, and you can also use good quality of mawa after mashing it properly. But I will suggest you go for making Basundi with good quality of pure milk. Now, I will tell you what are the various ingredients which are used for making Basundi. Just have a look on the table. You have got the milk out here. If you take full cream milk, the quality of Basundi will be very good. If you take like toned milk, the quality will not be good, but half cream milk or the normal milk will be reduced for longer time period and your fuel consumption will be much. So I will prefer to have full cream milk. Then we have got as a sweetening agent pure sugar. It's a granular sugar. Then we have got the flavoring agent, that is powdered cardamom, that is green cardamom powdered. You can powder it inside the mixer grinder. After that, we have got the dry fruits, that is sunflower seed, that is chironji. Then we have got another dry fruit that is called pistachio nut, and another dry fruit that is called sliced almond. Apart from that, generally no other dry fruit is used. Then we have got the coloring agent, or it can also be treated as a flavoring agent. This is called kesar or saffron. Now the process is how to make it. The making process is very simple. Just have a look at this range. We have already made it earlier. So this is a saucepan. You can use a round kadai or iron kadai having a bigger surface area, so that the bigger is the surface area, the faster is the evaporation process. So that is why I will prefer to go for a round iron kadai which has got a bigger surface area. But otherwise, if you are making in a small scale, you can also make it in a small container. Now, after reducing the milk, you will add the sugar. Make it a very clear-cut fact that sugar will not be added at the earlier stage. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen? Its boiling point reaching will be delayed. So that is why it is always advisable that when the sugar is being added, make sure that the reduction of the milk has already taken place to its 50%. Fine. After that, nothing you have to do, simply add the dry fruits. If it is needed, you will wash the dry fruits also and strain it out and dry it out a little bit. Otherwise, straightway you can add it if the dry fruits are very clean. Now for the flavoring agent, you will have to use the coriander powder. Simply pinch by pinch you can take it in this way and you can use it. It's nothing but a flavoring agent which will enhance your acceptability of the dish. Now we will show you how to portion out the basundi. So this is a bowl. It has been supplied with an underliner. We will take the container and simply pour the mixture make sure that the bowl is not filled till the rim, otherwise it will lose its look. Now you can see the color of basundi, but I will prefer if you have got a color contrast, like if you take an underliner of different color, then it will give you a proper color contrast. Now we will use the dry fruits turn by turn. We have got sliced almond. Mix it up from the top. Then we have got pistachio nuts. Then we have got sunflower seed. Then we have got saffron from the top. Now if you want, you can mix 50% of the dry fruits are there and the remaining 50% can be sprinkled from the top as a final garnish, but make sure that the saffron should be sprinkled from the top in such a way so that there will be color contrast. Okay, so if you have got any question, you can ask me in your email address. I will reply you. Thank you very much.
सर एक बार फाइनल स्टार्ट
So good evening. Once again we are back to show you the final presentation of the dishes which we have made today. That is basundi, koshimbir and patrani machi. Just have a look on the chopping board. Now we have already got the oven returned fish that you can see here. All the fish pieces are well cooked. They are still tied. Now after removing the fish pieces, you can open the banana leaves in this way after removing the thread, and you will see the fish pieces are ready. Now to see the doneness of the fish, you can simply pass the tip of your knife. If it passes very properly, it will give you an indication that the fish pieces are well cooked. Now this is a presentation plate which has got sufficient color contrast. This is of white color, that is a bone china plate, and on the top we have got the masala that is having green color again, which is very much in contrast with the bone china color. Now hold the fish, take the plate in a comfortable distance, hold the fish and place it very carefully on one side, another one on another side. You can garnish it by placing a piece of lemon and present it before the table of the guest. Now this fish will meant for one portion. We have already studied in portion control that how the portion has to be managed. Now this is a practical part where we are showing you this fish will be meant for one portion. So one person will consume 2 pieces of fish. The point is very clear, I think. Now this is the complete dish of patrani machi. Then we have got the other two dishes which have already been told to you, that is basundi and the koshimbir. So these are the three items which have been taken from Maharashtrian cuisine. So that is very much there in the blog in menu number 1. So as because we are very much compelled to not to conduct the classes by calling you physically, so that is why we are holding the sessions on this virtual platform. I think if you are well versed to manage these dishes and you will not be having any problem in combination of the dishes at the end of the session, and you will be able to combine all the items on your own by just having a look at the menu list. So if you have got any problem, you will send me an email. I will reply to your email, and I think there will not be any problem because we all are here to help you out. And at the end, I will request you, stay safe, stay nice, stay jolly, and be happy. Never be afraid of anything. We will definitely make this COVID-19 a proper failure, and we will again combine together, unite together in this Holi IHM once again, and we enjoy the cooking session. Thank you. Namaskar.